Welcome to the show. In this episode, we're going to take a look at vegetables and explore why the modern tomato tastes like cardboard. Let's dive right in. Researchers have discovered the answer to the often asked question: what happened to the tomato's flavor? Summer tomatoes are so filled with promise. The deep, saturated color, the singular, grassy tomato leaf fragrance, the expectation of a mouthful of sweet, salty tomato exuberance. But alas, supermarket tomato after supermarket tomato does little more than disappoint. How can a fruit with so much potential constantly taste slightly salty and watery at best, and a mealy globe of cardboard at worst? And yes, for those wondering or asking, tomato is a fruit. Often people would call it a vegetable. It has seeds. It's a fruit. We know that modern tomatoes sold at the supermarket are picked green and bred for pest resistance, shipping, and shelf life, and that the agriculture industry creates produce designed for profit, not flavor. So, are these the factors to blame for the tomato's blasé demeanor? Leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you think. But even when allowed to ripen on the vine and shipped with great care, modern tomatoes are still insipid. When researchers looked into this tomato matter, they uncovered a fascinating genetic cause for the fruit's tedium. The mischievous culprit is a gene mutation discovered accidentally around 70 years ago, and on to which tomato breeders quickly latched. In fact, now the mutation has been deliberately bred into nearly all modern tomatoes. Why? It makes them a uniform and seductive scarlet red when ripe. Unfortunately, for tomato lovers far and wide, the red-making mutation deactivates an important gene responsible for producing the sugar and aromas that are essential for a fragrant and flavorful tomato, which is referenced and was reported in a paper published in the Journal of Science. So when the researchers turned on the deactivated gene, the fruit had 20% more sugar and 20 to 30% more carotenoids when ripe. Yet, the fruit's non-uniform color and greenish pallor suggests that mainstream breeders will not be following suit anytime soon. So, we're stuck with beautiful tomatoes that taste like a mere hint of their former selves. If you go to organic farms or if you've done any sort of planting yourself and you're using non-GMO seeds, you'll notice the fruits aren't generally uniform and would be multicolored. They don't look perfect like they do on grocery store shelves at supermarkets. However, For anyone with a nearby farmer's market, a supermarket that offers heirloom produce, or a garden in the back, there's a workaround for cardboard-flavored tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes and wild species have not had the tomato nest sucked out of them by selective breeding. So shop for those or grow them yourself. Make sure to have a sort of cage or net over them. Otherwise, as they ripen, the birds in your neighborhood will have first dibs at those delicious tomatoes as they grow. Keep in mind, they may not look like the Disney version of a perfect fruit, or like an emoji of the fruit on your phone, but they actually taste like, you guessed it, tomatoes. That's it for this episode. Please hit the like button. Helps us know the sort of content you enjoy so we can give you more of that. Make sure you subscribe. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/SamsonKing to make a donation in support of the channel. We appreciate it. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.